We'll do a song you can sing along to right away. It's a Scottish song called Love and Freedom. And your part is, hey daughter, ho daughter, de rum a do a day. And Elwood he's playing real bones. These are bones, sadly, from somebody who didn't sing along, so note to self. As I went out the marketplace, what do you think I seen? But a fine young piper laddie, Lincoln Northern Green, singing, hey daughter, ho daughter, do-a-do a day. Singing, hey daughter, ho daughter, do-a-do a day. He played a reel and he played a jig. He played the sweets of May, and he tossed my hair to the roots and still to the tapping of my toe, singing, hey daughter, oh daughter, do a day. Singing, hey daughter, oh daughter, do a day. Well, I have announced to offer you, this young man said to me, would you gain love and freedom if you come away with me? Singing, hey daughter, oh daughter, do a day. Singing, hey daughter, oh daughter, do a day. There's gold in the broom of the Sidlaw Hills, there's honey in the heather sweet. There's a speckled trout in the Highland tarn, green carpets beneath our feet. Singing, hey daughter, oh daughter, do a day. Singing, hey daughter, oh daughter, do a day. Well, he blew up his cantor and he began to play, and I chose love and freedom. I wander all of my days, singing, hey daughter, oh daughter, do a day. Singing, hey daughter, oh daughter, do a day. As I went out the marketplace, what do you think I see? What a fine young piper laddie, a Lincoln Northern Green, singing, hey daughter, oh daughter, do a day. Singing, hey daughter, oh daughter, do a day. Do the French song. That is very good lemonade over there. And feel free to check out those two tables while we're playing. Avail yourselves of the things they're giving away. What? How about a song from French-Canadian tradition? This is called Au bord de la fontaine by the Fountain. It's a very old song and a good example of the kind of song that was brought here to New England with French-Canadian people who, among other things, were heavily recruited to work in the textile industry here in Rhode Island and Massachusetts. And this is called a Québécois chanson à répondre, a call response song. So if you speak Old French, just jump in. Let me make sure I am back here. That did not sound good. I just tuned everything, then it went untuned. Au bord de la fontaine, la belle Madonna. Au bord de la fontaine, la belle Madonna. Au joli mois de mai, le bel mois, la la la. Au joli rossignol, chantez le bellema, la la la, pour rossignol, chantez le bellema, chantez pour rossignol, chantez le bellema, la la la, pour rossignol, chantez le bellema, chante rossignol et chante la belle de ton aile. Si tu as le cœur gai, le bellema, la la la, si tu as le cœur gai, le bellema, chantez, si tu as le cœur gai, le bellema, la la la, si tu as le cœur gai, le bellema, chantez. Pierre, mon ami, Pierre, la belle de ton aile. Mon Dieu, c'est ton allée de bellema, la la la. Mon Dieu, c'est ton allée de bellema, chantez. Mon Dieu, c'est ton allée de bellema, la la la. Mon Dieu, c'est ton allée de bellema, chantez. Pour un bouquet de roses, la belle de ton aile. Je ne lui refusais le bellema, la la la. Je ne lui refusais le bellema, chantez. Je lui refusais le bellema, la la la. Je lui refusais le bellema, chantez. Tell me more. Thank you. We did the abridged version. I figured you wouldn't notice the parts we left out, but if you want to hear the whole story, I'll be glad to tell you that it's about two sweethearts who are parting ways because he's a soldier and he's going to leave. And she's very upset that he's leaving, and she's kind of huffy about it. He hands her a bouquet of roses, and she's like, I don't want them. And then at the end of the song, which I didn't sing all the verses, she's actually full of regret. And she says, oh, how I wish the roses were still on the bush and that my Pierre still loved me. It's very sad. Typical folk song. All right, well, I've got a bunch of Irish whistles here. And we will try to play everything we brought, but that's always the challenge. And let's do a song that's a well-known Irish song called I'll Tell Me Ma.
I'll tell
Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she? Albert Moody says he loves her. All the boys are fighting for her. They knock at the door, they ring at the bell, saying, oh my true love, are you well? Out she comes as white as snow, with rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. Old Jenny Marie says she'll die if she don't get the fella with the roving eye. And tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair and stole my comb. Well, that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she? Let the wind and the rain and the hail go high, and the snow come tumbling from the sky. She's as nice as apple pie, she'll get her own right by and by. When she gets a lad of her own, she won't tell her ma when she gets home. Let them all come as they will, for it's Albert Moody she loves still. And tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair and stole my comb. Well, that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is a belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she? And tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair and stole my comb. Well, that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is a belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she? Fish and whistle. Well, I have a lot of different Irish whistles. They're all different keys. Some are very low and low. Some are very tiny and high. And each one you kind of have to learn how it feels and how much breath you blow into it. This is the littlest one of all. It's so tiny, it's like a dog whistle. You actually won't hear it. Just kidding. But it's pretty high. Hey, I have some new jokes this year. How does a cat say hello? Meow. It's so dumb. That's the whole joke. What do you call a large pile of cats? A meowton. You're welcome. Wait, I've got one more. I work with kids a lot, as you can see. What did the snail say when it rode on the turtle's back? Whee! I heard somebody knew that. I love that joke. All right, well, where were we? Here's a song that when we first heard it decades ago, it was a new song, and now you could think of it as part of the folk music canon of American music. This is by John Prine, and it's called Fish and Whistle.
Well, I've been thinking lately about the people I meet, the cows in the corner in the whole street, the way my apple serves with my shoes on my feet, and I'm wondering if I'm gonna see tomorrow. Father, forgive us for what we must do, and you forgive us, we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue, and we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. Well, I was in the army, but I never got the chance. I used to bust my knuckles on a monkey wrench. I went to town to drink, give the girls a pinch, but I don't think they ever know this blues. Father, forgive us for what we must do. And you forgive us, we'll forgive you. And we'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. And we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. Fish and whistle, whistle and fish. Eat everything that you put on the dish. When we get through, and make a big wish that you never have to do this again. Again. On my very first job, I said thank you, please. You made me stop a parking lot and on the knees. Then I got fired for being scared of police, and they only give me 50 cents an hour. Father, forgive us for what we must do. And you forgive us, we'll forgive you. Or we'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Then we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. Whistle and fish, eat everything that you put on your dish. When we get through, make a big wish that we never have to do this again. Oh, Father, forgive us for what we must do. And you forgive us, we'll forgive you. Or we'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. And we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. We'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. We'll whistle and go fishing in heaven.
I'll do a dance.
Thank you.
There was mention of percussive step dancing, and I am a percussive dancer. It's called step dancing, it's called percussive dance, and there's lots of different kinds in the world, anything from flamenco to gaucho dancing in South America, to Irish step dance, to Canadian dancing, and I do Appalachian-style American clogging. Most of my steps I learned in states like Kentucky, North Carolina, and Arkansas, and it's also called flat footing, so it's a little different than Irish step dance or tap dance. I don't dance on my toes as much, and that's why it's called flat footing. I also wanted to invite kids are welcome to dance or move around or sit up closer if you want to see the Lumberjacks in a little while when we play those. I saw some kids looking like they wanted to dance, so I just wanted to open that up. Everybody dance.
In fact, we can all dance on this board. Used to be our kitchen counter.
Everybody do this.
Feel bad for the people who bought the house.
My Bonnie Bonnie Boat. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. That was very refreshing. It's very good exercise. You do that 5 minutes a day, you can eat a whole pizza. Not really. Not really, I have discovered. We're going to play double American mountain dulcimers. Somebody yesterday asked if this is a very ancient instrument, and it's actually the youngest instrument we play historically. It's about 175 years old historically. These are about 30 years old, these very ones. But the instrument evolved out of a German pioneer instrument, a zither-like instrument. And we learned to play from all kinds of folks. And we will sing a historical song from Rhode Island called My Bonnie Bonnie Boat. And it's about a real brave and strong 95-pound female lighthouse keeper named Ida Lewis, who became the first female federal worker in American history. She would sometimes look out the lighthouse window in Newport, Rhode Island, and see somebody struggling in the water, and she would go out in her rowboat and save their life, and she was documented to have saved 18 people's lives. Pretty good track record. And there's a fun part for you to sing to if you want to. I'll cheerily row my Bonnie Bonnie boat. I could tell another joke.
I'm ready.
My home is on a craggy rock by the dark and briny sea, where round me rolls the changing tide and wild winds whistle free. And here in brave or gayer mood, I on the waters float, and cheery row, and cheerily row my Bonnie Bonnie boat, and cheerily row, and cheerily row my Bonnie Bonnie boat. Here I can watch the sportive fish and seabirds skimming night, and watch the proud and stately ships all over the waters fly. And here in brave or gayer mood, I on the waters float, and cheerily row, and cheerily row my Bonnie Bonnie boat, and cheerily row, and cheerily row my Bonnie Bonnie boat.
The heavens ring that gilds the deep lights up my cottage home, and the swelling waves my threshold lays, then break in snowy foam. And here in grave or gayer mood, I cheerily roll, my bonny, bonny boat. And cheerily roll, and cheerily roll, my bonny, bonny boat. If fate should ever tempt my feet with far-off seas to roam, I still should think with love of thee, my rocky wave-bound home. And here in grave or gayer mood, I on the waters float. And cheerily roll, and cheerily roll, my bonny, bonny boat. And cheerily roll, and cheerily roll, my bonny, bonny boat. And here again in thought return, and on the waters float. And cheerily roll, and cheerily roll, my bonny, bonny boat. And cheerily roll, and cheerily roll, my bonny, bonny boat.
Thank you. Isn't that a nice song written in 1870? We'll do a younger song also from Rhode Island called the Block Island Song, written in 1910. As Alan mentioned, we are from Rhode Island, which is part of the reason we do all these Rhode Island songs. We're from the salt water. We live in Warren, Rhode Island, right on the Warren waterfront. Maybe some of you have been there. It's a wonderful town. Lots of great restaurants and boat building, and you know the drill. Coastal New England. roll. Deep surging ocean, wild is thy restless soul, ever in motion. Spanish lady. Thank you. Here's a fun one for you to sing along. This is a very old Irish song, thought to be centuries old. It's an Irish song called The Spanish Lady. And you are assigned the task of singing the chorus, which is numbers backwards by twos. Got it? 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, none. Can I do it, is the question. 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, and 1. You'll be great. You'll do great. It's a delightfully odd song. The very young maids are so deceiving, and sad experience teaches me. She had 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1. She had 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, and 1. She had 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1. She had 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, and 1. Thank you. You want a sip of this lemonade? Very good. That's the opposite. Oh, yeah. Want to do the coxswain or conscript's departure? Both? Okay. All right, we just talked amongst ourselves for a moment. Got two more songs on the dulcimer for you.
Wow.
We'll do the conscript's departure. It's a song that was written in 1847. That was around the time you were born, right?
Yeah, I remember because you were a teenager babysitting for me.
Darn. We are a married couple, and we've been playing music together for, I kid you not, 38 years. We're very old. This song came from an archive. There was a folk song collector that came through the Northeast, and she collected hundreds of songs in Massachusetts. And this was collected in Lee, Massachusetts in the 1940s. We did find the sheet music for it at the Library of Congress archive, so we were able to do restoration work to the song, which is an interesting concept. Often when we get these songs, whether it's from a person or an archive, they're a little bit garbled and fragmented from oral tradition, oral transmission. So we did some restoration work to this beautiful song called The Conscript's Departure. The two sweethearts are named Jeannot and Jeanette. Just so you know, you're going to hear that and you're going to think, what's going on there?
G&G.
J and J, you mean? Oh yeah, G and G. You're going far away from poor Jeanette. There's no one left to love me now, and you too may forget. But my heart will be with you wherever you may go. Can you look me in the face and say the same, Jeannot? When you wear the jacket red and the beautiful cockade, oh, I fear you will forget all the promises you made. With the gun upon your shoulder and the saber by your side, you'll be taking some proud lady and be making her your bride.
You'll be taking some proud lady and be making her your bride. All glory leads the way. You'll be madly rushing on, never thinking if they kill you that my happiness is gone. If you win the day, perhaps a general will you be. Though I'm proud to think of that, what will become of me? Oh, if I I'd have no fighting men abroad, no weeping mates at home.
All the world should be at peace.
Or if kings must show their might,
Then let them who make the quarrels be the only ones who fight.
yes, let them who make the quarrels be the only ones who fight.
Coxswain next.
A couple of people in the way back are asking to turn up the volume.
Oh, can you turn up the volume?
Oh,
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
E. We've been asked to turn up the volume.
Oh, we don't usually get that.
Just turn me up. Just kidding. You are on National Park property, Saugus Ironworks. And Saugus Ironworks is doing this concert series in collaboration with the Saugus Library. And the Saugus Library is paying the fees this year. I just thought I'd point that out. And I want to thank the library and the Ironworks, the National Parks Service, for having us and figuring out how to continue this beautiful concert series that is free to the public. Did I say all that right?
Yes, you did.
Good.
And the Saugus River Watershed Coalition.
Wait, I got to say that first. Saugus River Watershed Council
My bad. It's giving out cookies, water, and watermelon.
is giving out cookies, water, and watermelon
Under the trees.
under the trees.
And Raising Cane is giving out lemonade.
And Raising Cane is giving out lemonade, of which we have been enjoying ourselves up here. Got to stay hydrated.
Thank you.
Sure. Here's a song Elwood wrote called The Coxswain. That's spelled Coxswain, and I think anybody who's a rower knows what that is. That's the person in the boat, the only one in the rowboat going the direction of the boat and giving directions to the rowers. Make sure I'm in the right tuning.
I am the boat you row that brings you home. I am a decent sort, the kind you might forget. And though you know your way, I am your safety net. It's time you learn to wake up the ghost in you. We are the ones who believe the most in you. Rally round, muster up, and send for relief. There is a time to live, there is a time to die, there is a time to dance, and a time to cry. I always try and find a little grain of peace, and let my feelings show, and let my love increase. There'll come a day when we'll forgive ourselves. That ghost we liberate will outlive ourselves. Float away, let the coxswain take over for a while. I am the rolling stone, I am a lock and chain. I am the boat you row that brings you home again. I am a decent sort, the kind you might forget. And though
Thank you. We'll do a sweet English folk song called A Country Life. Sometimes people ask why we're tuning so much, and we're actually retuning some of these instruments to different keys. I think some of you might be guitar players or other kinds of musicians out there. So just for sake of trivia, I play about 25 different ways on the dulcimer, and I tune almost every song. So that's what you're hearing. It's not just fine tuning. It's a diatonic instrument, which is a very fancy word, and it doesn't have all the frets like a guitar. So here's that song, and now we're in the key of G. I like to rise when the sun, she rises early in the morning. And I like to hear the small birds singing merrily upon their playland. Hooray for life of the country girl, and to revel in the new mown day. In the spring we sow, in the harvest mow, and that's how the seasons around they go. But of all the times of choose I made, it's to revel in the new mown day. Oh, I like to rise when the sun, she rises early in the morning. And I like to hear the small birds singing merrily upon their playland. Hooray for the life of the country girl, and to revel in the new mown day. Winter when the skies are gray, we hedge and ditch our lives away. But in summer when the sun shines gay, we go rambling in the new mown day. Oh, I like to rise when the sun, she rises early in the morning. And I like to hear them small birds singing merrily upon their playland. Hooray for the life of the country girl, and to revel in the new mown day. Oh, I like to rise when the sun, she rises early in the morning. And I like to hear them small birds singing merrily upon their playland. Hooray for the life of the country girl, and to revel in the new mown day. Do the lumberjacks. Well, what a beautiful summer night it has turned out to be. I love doing these concerts. We've been very fortunate this summer with the weather. While it might be warm today, it's not unbearably warm. And we right now are going to do something that the children might be interested in seeing, especially. So if you have kids with you, invite them to come closer if they want to see these. We call them limberjacks or limber creatures. This is a dancing chicken. And we have 4 other figures, and this is a very ancient concept. I was just looking at something on social media, and it was a picture of like 300 BC, and there were some dolls that were constructed just like this. And these are constructed in such a way that they dance on the vibrating paddle that Elwood has, that he's sitting on, and they are officially considered percussion instruments. So come take a look. Don't be shy, you can come closer if you want to. They're very fun to watch. And the kind of foot percussion that I'm doing when I'm seated is a French-Canadian tradition, and there are lots of terms for it. Tapé à pied, or battement à pied, or podorythmy. Those are three that spring to mind. Some people translate it to foot clapping. Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll just do a little dancing. Those creatures are designed to imitate the human dancer, the human step dancer. And I will show you a little bit about the kind of dancing I do. As I mentioned earlier, it's called flat footing. And it's different than Irish step dance, which is higher off the ground and on the toes. It looks more like this. Or tap dance looks like that. Also on the toes, more showy with the arms. Lots of different kinds of percussive dance in the world. And this American dance form is at once African American, Native American, Celtic, Anglo, and European. It's got a lot of roots. I gotta fix my hair, hold on. I danced my hair out of the bun. So the way I learned to dance was one step at a time, by meeting people and watching people. We spent years on the road at folk festivals and folk music camps. And the first steps I learned, this is called the walking step, and the chug, and the Cherokee. And over time, I got interested in making a lot of noises or sounds underneath my shoes. Like right now, this is the 2-sounded walking step. And here's the 3. And the 4. And then you can mix it up, like you can take out some of the sounds. Or add in other kinds of steps. And then there are the show steps, like the scissors, or the silent scissors, and the wheel. I remember seeing a really tall guy do this once in the Ozarks of Arkansas. He was 11 feet tall, and he weighed 20 pounds. And when you dance like this, you learn to do everything equally on both sides of the body, but usually you're dominant on one side, so it's harder to do on the left for me. I can also do both legs at once. I just don't really feel like it right now, but I could if I wanted to. All right. One more time, yeah, faster. You call and put the kettle on? Thank you. We have been full-time musicians since the 90s and have made a wonderful living doing this and do a lot of different things. Elwood is a dance scholar, for example. He calls square and circle and contra dances. So it helps to be versatile and diverse when you run your own business, as I think many people know. This is a song that comes out of the early radio days about 100 years ago. And it's purely an entertainment piece to evoke a dance, to evoke a barn dance. And it's as people that actually call and do those dances, it's an amusing song because the calls don't actually make much sense. And if you tried to follow the figures, you'd be in a pig pile in the middle of the floor. But it's a sweet song from about 100 years ago when I imagine people were crowded around the radio in communities and just marveling at the opportunity to hear that music and hear those stories on the airwaves. Thank you. It's fun. The people we learn that from do it a lot faster. A song that Elwood wrote called The Rest of Our Lives.
What will you do with the rest of your life? I asked your mother and asked my wife. The first one is found and the second one's mine. Let's talk about this later in bed.
All these days we've had time to live. Months gone by, we've made time to live.
What to do with the rest of our lives? My mother-in-law just wants to write, read some books and sleep at night. But we'd like to have some rest. We got the things for which she's blessed, like grow some flowers,
Plant some more next year. Sing some songs, hold her husband near.
what we do with the rest of our lives. Other ones have tried to lead the way. Only you have words that can convey my view. Now I'm to let love on you.
Every day, every way I can.
That's what I'll do with the rest of my life. Other ones have tried to lead the way. Only you have words that can convey my view. Now I'm to let love on you.
Every day, every way I can.
That's what I'll do with the rest of my life. What we'll do with the rest of our lives. What to do with the rest of our lives. Thank you.
We were waltzing that night in Kentucky, beneath the beautiful harvest moon. I was the boy that was lucky, but it all ended too soon. As I sit here alone in the moonlight, I see your smiling face, and I long once more for your embrace.
And the beautiful
Kentucky walls. We were waltzing at night in
Kentucky,
beneath the beautiful harvest moon, and I was the boy that was lucky, but it all ended too soon. As I sit here alone in the moonlight, I see your smiling face, and I long once more for your embrace.
and the beautiful
Kentucky walls. Yeah, we have a few more songs for you, and we will do this lullaby, which is from a 1938 archive out of Kentucky. It's a Scottish lullaby, and it is just, I think it is just lovely. About a family preparing for a gentle storm, and the baby is asleep at home while everybody's kind of scurrying around, battening down the hatches, looking for the sheep and the cows and bringing the washing in. And I sing this. I'm a therapeutic musician at Hasbro Children's Hospital, and I often sing lullabies to the patients. And this is one of my go-to songs. It's remarkable to watch the effects of music in that kind of setting, and I love taking a peek at the monitor when I start singing the songs. I watch the heart rate go down and the blood pressure stabilize. It's a lovely experience. Most of the time it works. So hum along with us if you want to. Hush, the waves are rolling, white with foam, white with foam. Father toils amid the din, while baby sleeps at home. Hush, the rain sweeps o'er the fields. See the fall, the gentle mist. Mother brings the washing in, while baby sleeps at feed the cows while baby sleeps at home. Hush, the waves are rolling in, white with foam, white with foam. Father toils amid the din, while baby sleeps at home. This is a song written by Shel Silverstein. You know who that was, right? Yeah. That guy was a nut. What a nut. He just had his own way of seeing the world. And this is a story about a mermaid who's having trouble finding a boyfriend. She dates a big mouth bass for a while. That doesn't work out. It's a disaster. So she's in search of a life partner. She's an odd mermaid. She's a freshwater mermaid. She's from Lake Ontario. The mermaid from Ontario. And you have a lot of singing parts, so pay attention to your parts. We'll signal you. Let's see what happens to the mermaid from Ontario. Oh, the mermaid from Ontario. She had long green stringy hair-yo, a seaweed gown she'd wear-yo, but she had no one to marry-yo. Your part. No, she had no one to marry-yo. Now this mermaid from Ontario, she loved a big mouth bass named Larry-o, who lived beneath Lake St. Clair-yo, under the St. Clair Ferry-o. Sing that. Under the St. Clair Ferry-o, where he lived without a carry-o. Your part. Where he lived without a carry-o. Poor mermaid from Ontario. Wait, let me see, where am I? So the mermaid from Ontario, she sent a seagull empresario to ask that big bass Larry-o if he consent to marry-o. If he consent to marry-o.
Oh, no, 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 cried Larry-o. My life I will not share, yo. I'd rather live solitary, yo. Sit around in my underwear, yo.
Sit around in my underwear, yo.
Right here on my little area, yo.
Right here on the area, yo.
And you're so ordinary, yo. While I'm extraordinary, yo. I'm so debonair, yo. And I have a fine vocabulary, yo.
And I have a fine vocabulary, yo.
Does I memorize the Fisher's Dictionary, yo.
Does he memorize the Fisher's Dictionary, yo?
And before I marry you, I'd marry you. I'm going to eat cows from the dairy, yo. Or read a poison berry, yo. Wind up with the Fisher's Dysentery, yo.
Wind up with the Fisher's Dysentery, yo.
Oh me, oh my, that's scary, yo.
Oh me, oh my, that's scary, yo. I feel like we lost them a little bit on their parts. Poor mermaid from Ontario, it was more than she could bear, yo. So she cried for a day that she swam away with a yummy little guppy named Carrie, yo.
Really happy little ducky and dairy, yo.
Now they're a happy Carrie, yo, 'cause he's a millionaire, yo. In his yacht named Lake St. Clair, yo. They cuddle in a cozy little chair, yo.
They cuddle in a cozy little chair, yo.
Playing music on their underwater stereo.
Playing music on the underwater stereo.
And now that big mouth bass named Larry-o, he wed a Guernsey cow from the dairy-o, who fed him a poison berry-o. Now he's in the Fisher's Cemetery-o.
Now he's in the Fisher's Cemetery, yo.
And that's the whole scenario.
Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. This lovely summer evening.
Yes, thank you again to the National Park Service, Saugus Ironworks, and the Saugus Public Library for sponsoring and funding this event. We are so happy to see you, and we are delighted to be a part of many of these free summer concerts here in New England. It's a lovely tradition, long-standing tradition. Come see us if you want to ask about our CDs or books. If you want to sign up on our email list, you will get you'll get reminders as to where we're playing, and or pick up a business card so you can visit our website. You can find us streamed worldwide. We have 14 albums, and you can listen to us on any platform. We are called Atwater Donnelly. I'm Aubrey Atwater, and this is my husband, Elwood Donnelly. Those are our real names. Thank you. We'll leave you with this, a little reprise of a tune we played earlier called Cluck Old Hen. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, wait, hold on, I gotta fix that. 1, 2, 3, go. Thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful rest of the summer.